This is your Sports on Demand for Tuesday, January 16th. I'm Mike Ludlum. Boys high school basketball, Marquette has taken over the #1 spot in the Big Five poll. Ishpeming is 5. They met last night in Marquette, and Luke Oji flips it up and in. He had 14 points and 11 rebounds. This is second quarter action. Hart Holmgren's going to get the ball for Ishpeming. Thought about the outside shot, drives to the basket, pushes that one in off the window, but Marquette led 36-21 at the break. Third quarter, Rafi Mulatto returns the pass eventually to Bryce Brazo in the corner. That's good for 3, and Marquette would expand the lead. A short time later, it's Mulatto, Brazo, Ethan Martish, who apparently was majoring in three-pointers. He ended up 7 of 9 behind the arc, good for 21 points. Jaden Tucker converts a three-pointer moments later, but Marquette did not lose the momentum in the second half, going on to post a 73-46 win. On the scoreboard, Gladstone played much better in the second half. In fact, the Braves only had a 2-point lead, defeating Gwynn 83-47. Reese Casters 26 for the Braves, Tucker Taylor 31 for the Model Towners. Battle of Dickinson County, Iron Mountain 60, Kingsford 45. Tony Weimery had 20 for Ironwood in the 53-46 win over Solon Springs. Terry Brower knocks down 27, Mid-Peninsula 62, Big Bay to knock 53. Superior Central, a nice road win at Engadine 59-55. Brimley nearly doubles up Rudyard 81-41. Cedarville triples Newberry 72-24. Also on the board, Maplewood Baptist defeated Mackinac City 78-60, and it was Ojibwa Charter over Munising Baptist 49-36. In Wisconsin, the Coleman Cougars defeated Niagara 61-33. Back to the court, Escanaba coach Tracy Hudson directing traffic. Eskimos visiting Westwood. Ryan Robinette, Austin Willette for the hoop. A 13-point lead for the Eskimos at 42-29. To the fourth quarter, Ethan Burke going to the basket, runs into an obstacle named Willette, gives it up to Ryan Robinette, and you can pretty much guess he's going to dash to the basket. 2 of his 16 for Westwood. Burke, Jacob Adriano, nice pass to David Delary. He scored at least 11 points in the final quarter. That made it 46-34. Escanaba with about 6 minutes to go. Jared Nash juggles, regains control, and scores. Escanaba wins 56-42. On the girls' side of things, Gladstone upends #3 Marquette of the Big Five poll 42-33. Escanaba and West Iron County pushed their game back to February 22nd. It was Negaunee struggling by getting past Sault Ste. Marie 50-36. Lakeland and Hubble 43, Dollar Bay 35. Houghton a 4-point win at Calumet 51-47. Ontonagon close but not quite. Bulldogs of Hancock 40-37. Baraga defeats Republic Michigamme 60-35. Ewan Trail Creek 71. Wakefield Marinesco 40. Bethany Baldwin poured in 44. Watersmeet 62. Bessemer 48. Forest Park 8 better than North Dickinson. It was Stevenson 41. Norway 36. Kearney Nadeau 49. Rapid River 42. North Central flew past Big Bay to knock 57-30. Cayenne Went knocked down 27, and Munising's win over Manistee 51-36. Chancellor over Jeffers 62-24 is one of the makeup games. Ojibwa Charter beat Munising Baptist 51-33. And Mackinac City, a little revenge in the girls' game, getting past Maplewood Baptist 59-33. On the Wisconsin side, Elko over Florence 64-45. And in college basketball, 34 points for Lance's Bailey Froberg, 28 for Ontonagon's Lori Wardinsky, and the Gogebic women down to Wisconsin Superior 97-65. Hockey, Marquette, Escanaba, Lakeview Arena. First period, Sean O'Connor. Zing, flips that one home from the top of the circle, and 1-0 Marquette. And there would be more from the Redmen, because that one only took a couple minutes. Joe Phillips shoots, Aiden Frost stops the glaring pass, and Mr. Phillips will be back to put it in, and 2-0 Marquette. And the Redmen would add one more. Sterling Wright peels it off the board. Nick Leafers puts it in. 3-0 Marquette, and they go on to win by the count of 5-1. Biggest victory of the night, the Finlandia men's hockey team. The first win in, yes, that's right, about 60 games. 2-1 for Joe Burkhar's club over Wisconsin Superior. Marcus Gloss had 30 saves for the Lions. Women's college hockey, Wisconsin River Falls downed St. Norbert 8-3. Copper Country players Jessica Schlaff and Lexi Pikinen had goals for the Knights. NMU and Michigan Tech each have one player who has been nominated for the Hobey Baker Award as college hockey's top player in Division I. Senior forward Robbie Payne of Gaylord is the Wildcats nominee. Payne leads the Wildcats with 17 goals this season. That's a career high. The total leads the WCHA and is tied for second most in the country, one behind the national leader. With 6 assists, Payne has the third most points for the Wildcats with 23. His career, 47 goals and 36 helpers for 83 points. He also is the co-captain and has recorded 7 game-winning goals and a pair of hat tricks during his career. Fan voting is open until March 4th and will help narrow the candidates down to 10 for the award, and you can vote on the Hobey Baker Award Facebook page. Meanwhile, Michigan Tech defenseman Rich Reinke is a candidate for the award. He's a sophomore from Stillwater, Minnesota, 6th in the country among defenseman with 16 assists, placing him second in the WCHA. He is an alternate captain this season. He also leads the Huskies with 43 blocked shots to rank 5th in the league and is second on the team. If you don't remember, Hobey Baker was a legendary American hero, a World War I fighter pilot, and was known as America's greatest amateur athlete in his day, excelling at hockey and football at Princeton. Week 2 of the UP Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association High School basketball polls has a few changes, but more games need to be played before clarity can be achieved. On the girls' Big Five, St. Ignace has a 1-point lead over Negaunee, both teams picking up 3 first-place votes. Marquette is third with Ishpeming and Westwood remaining 4th and 5th. West Iron County and Kingsford also received a few votes. Class D, or Little 5, pretty much the same order. Munising with 4 first-place votes, then it's Chassell, Bark River Harris, Cedarville, and Ewan-Trail Creek, and Pickford is an honorable mention. The Big Five is a new number 1 as Marquette has defeated Escanaba last month. A few voters just remembered that. The Redmen with 4 first-place votes, Iron Mountain second, then it's Escanaba, Gladstone, and Ishpeming, with Norway, Kingsford, and West Iron County also getting votes. And in the Little 5, Rapid River still leads the way, followed by Ewan-Trail Creek, Dollar Bay, North Central, and Cedarville. Munising and Bark River Harris also getting votes. The NMU women's basketball team has still been struggling to keep its players healthy. Chloe Tompkins and Darby Youngstrom have been out of the lineup for quite a while, and last weekend Lexi Smith missed the Ferris State game, which is one reason why the Wildcats lost to the Bulldogs. Smith has been the guard who's been able to break the press. This means NMU will see more pressure Thursday at Davenport and probably Saturday at Wayne State. Wildcats head coach Troy Matson says Davenport plays a very good zone defense.
I mean, they have a 6'4" girl inside that just stands by the basket, doesn't move. She's really big, and so that's going to give us some issues. And then they protect the perimeter pretty good for a zone. You know, one thing weakness about a zone is giving up outside shots. They do a pretty good job of protecting the outside shots. If we're ready and we go out there with a mindset that we're going to play the right way and all night long and understand the urgency of everything, we'll be fine. You know, we're going to have a chance. But if we come out and do what we did against Ferris in the first quarter and get ourselves in a hole and never get into any flow of the game, we will struggle all night long.
All right. Lexi Smith will play Thursday. This will be just the 3rd time the Wildcats have met the Panthers. The series is tied at 1. Tip-off Thursday is set for 5:30 in the Grand Rapids area. Michigan Tech visits Wayne State Thursday. Then, as usual, the teams flip-flop opponents on Saturday. A box out, dismount, and pike are 3 terms usually associated with other sports, basketball, gymnastics, and diving respectively, but they also come into play in competitive cheer. The high school competitive cheerleading season is underway, and Escanaba is off to a great start. The Eskimo squad won the Division III portion of the meet in Iron Mountain over the weekend. Teams can have as few as 4, but not more than 16 cheerleaders on the mat at a time. As you can see, the Eskimos have, that looks like 16 to me. Gladstone was second in the Division III meet. Munising won the Division IV part of the competition, with Norway second and Iron Mountain third. An event in Gladstone last night was postponed, so the next meet is Friday, January 26th in Munising. Other meets in February will be held at Marquette, Norway, and Escanaba. Regionals take place on the third weekend of February in the Lower Peninsula.